On a quiet night in September 1983, the world came closer to nuclear annihilation than almost anyone realized. No missiles were flying, no cities were burning, no sirens were screaming. But deep inside a Soviet military bunker, red warning lights suddenly flashed across a screen. According to the system, the United States had just launched nuclear missiles toward the Soviet Union. The Cold War was at its coldest point, and one man was now expected to decide whether the end of the world had just begun. Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov was on duty at the Serpukhov 1-5 early warning center near Moscow. His job was simple in theory and terrifying in reality. Monitor the Soviet satellite system designed to detect incoming American nuclear missiles. If the system showed a confirmed attack, protocol demanded that he report it immediately to superiors, triggering a chain of decisions that could lead to nuclear retaliation within minutes. Then the alarm sounded. The computer system reported a launch, one missile, then another, then 3 more, 5 incoming intercontinental ballistic missiles, according to the display. The room filled with tension. Every training manual said the system was reliable. Every protocol said, trust the machines, report the attack, let command decide the response. And everyone in that bunker knew what response meant: the launch of Soviet nuclear weapons. But something didn't feel right to Petrov. A real American first strike, he reasoned, wouldn't begin with just 5 missiles. If war had started, it would be overwhelming, designed to cripple the Soviet Union instantly. 5 missiles made no strategic sense. Still, the computer insisted. The warning system had been built precisely to avoid human hesitation. It was designed to be faster than doubt. For several long minutes, Petrov stood between 2 realities. In one, the alarm was real, and delaying the report could mean the Soviet Union would be destroyed without retaliation. In the other, the system was wrong, and reporting it would move the world one step closer to nuclear war. He had seconds to choose which reality he believed in. Against protocol, he made a decision that could have ended his career or his life. He reported the alarm as a false alert. He was wrong according to the machine, but the machine was wrong according to reality. There were no missiles, no attack, no VAR. The alarm had been triggered by a rare alignment of sunlight reflecting off clouds, confusing Soviet satellites into detecting phantom launches. A cosmic coincidence, a technical glitch, a mistake that, in the wrong hands, could have erased cities. What makes this moment terrifying isn't just how close the world came to disaster, it's how ordinary the system was. No villains, no dramatic countdown clock, just routine procedures, stressed operators, and flawed technology. Nuclear command systems were designed for speed, not doubt. They were built on the assumption that machines would be more reliable than humans under pressure. That night, it was human hesitation that saved millions of lives. Petrov was not celebrated as a hero. He was reprimanded for not following protocol and for filling out paperwork incorrectly. The incident was classified for years. The world continued believing that nuclear war would only start through deliberate political decisions. But the truth was darker. The end of civilization almost began with a software error and a misinterpreted reflection of sunlight. This wasn't an isolated near miss. During the Cold War, false alarms occurred on both sides. Radar glitches, computer bugs, training tapes loaded into live systems by mistake. Each time, the world depended on individuals noticing something felt off. The systems that were supposed to guarantee safety were quietly stacking risk on top of risk. The most unsettling part is this: modern nuclear systems are far more advanced today, but the logic is still the same. Speed is prioritized over reflection. Automation is increasing. Decision windows are shrinking. The hope is that technology reduces human error. The danger is that it also reduces human judgment. That night in 1983, the world survived not because the system worked, but because one person distrusted it. Civilization didn't end because someone chose to pause instead of obey, and that's the uncomfortable lesson. The line between survival and annihilation is sometimes not a technological barrier, but a human instinct to say, "This doesn't feel right." We like to believe that global disasters are prevented by grand strategies and powerful leaders, but sometimes the fate of the world rests on a tired officer in a dimly lit room, staring at a blinking screen, choosing doubt over certainty.